Many businesses have toyed around with the idea of running their own in-house security department instead of contracting with a licensed security provider. And we see this a lot with hotels and bars, clubs, hospitals, churches, and many other locations. Some businesses consider this in an effort to potentially cut out extra charges, higher billing rates, operating costs, and some desire to be in direct control over all aspects of their security department. It seems cost-effective to have your own in-house security department as opposed to contracting with a licensed company, until you experience and factor in what having your own in-house guard force really entails. In regard to license and regulation requirements associated with running your own in-house security department, there are no shortcuts and no bypassing state regulations. In fact, you've just taken on more responsibility, requirements, fees, and opened yourself up to DPS inspections of your business. And if you're going to run your own in-house security department, you'll still need to be licensed with the State of Texas Department of Public Safety's Regulating Services Division. You'll still have to fill out a packet, pay a fee, and be issued what they call a private business letter of authority. Additionally, if you're a city, state, or county facility, you too must follow the same steps, except you'd be issued a government letter of authority. And even with an in-house security department, each guard must still attend state-recognized training and be licensed with the state, which also includes the required background check. As their direct employer, you'll be required to pay for their training, background checks, state licenses, and maintain their records for 2 years, which of course a licensed security contractor already provides. In addition to the licensing and training requirements you'll have to adhere to as part of your new relationship with DPS, there are several additional costs that your company will encounter while taking on the security venture. These additional expenses will include recruiting and hiring expenses, paying for required drug tests, uniform expenses, equipment such as radios, flashlights, golf carts, or vehicles, workers' compensation, unemployment taxes, payroll taxes, overtime, on-the-job training for each new employee, vacation, sick leave, benefits, and of course HR management's time you now must absorb. You also have to keep in mind that the guards can't manage themselves. And part of running an in-house security department is that you have a security manager on site. And with that said, you must employ a manager to run your security department at an extra cost, or you must assign a current manager that task, which of course takes away from their current duties. Again, this is all an area that contract guard companies factor in, and it's already taken care of and included within their price. One of the biggest oversights of businesses that attempt to run their own in-house security department is the exposure to liability and responsibility. Not only will you now have to worry about your additional direct staff getting injured or having HR issues, but any action or encounter that they have with other employees, customers, etc. could lead to a lawsuit as well. And your security staff will become a target for liability as they directly represent, report to, and are following direct procedures of the business, you. And if your in-house guards have an injury, an unemployment claim, or a lawsuit, it will directly affect your insurance, as you have no outside contractor to act as your buffer. One main thing you're buying when you hire a contracted guard service is their huge liability insurance policy, which covers the client during incident involving their actions. A private business won't generally have insurance that covers security operations. And once the private business notifies the insurance company that they have an in-house security department, rates will definitely increase or they might cancel. To note, all insurance costs are already factored in the hourly rate of a contracted security service. This in itself is well worth the money. In closing, an in-house security service department may give you more direct control over your employees, but it's at a high price of time, money, and liability exposure to you and your business. It actually costs you more to run an in-house security operation, as you have to pay for all the costs that the private security company would normally pay and is included in their price. As we've discussed, the costs go way beyond just an employee's hourly wage, something to truly think twice about.